Today I want to show you guys how to stack plantations in Palworld 1.0. So let's go. And so the best way to do this is to get your plantation and to line it up pretty much directly with a wall. Hold down control and look at the wall rather than the ground to set up your first one. And while that's being built, I want to show you that you need to go to technology and you need to type in Japan and you need to unlock the Japanese style furniture set. If you unlock that, you will have access to the pillow. The pillow needs to be 100% directly in the middle of the plantation. So you have to try and get it right. Just pick it back up or just destroy it and try again if it's not. If anything goes wrong. And just look at it from this side, see if it's in the middle, and look at it from this side, see if it's in the middle. I think it might be a little bit too far forward. And then go and get your next plantation and hold down control, but look at the wall behind the plantation. If you have the first one perfectly aligned with the wall, then the second one should go very neatly on top of the first one. You won't even know that there's two plantations there. And then do it again. You just literally grab yourself another pillow and you do it again. As I said already, if it comes out crooked, it means you didn't have it right. So the best practice here is to pretty much do 3 or 4 berry farms and then 3 or 4 of the wheat plantation, 3 or 4 tomato, blah, blah, blah. And you're trying to avoid going above 4. I usually would do 3 of each. So that way you have super good amounts of food and it's nice and neat as well, but you're not going too crazy. I'm going to remove this one real quick and show you me doing one of the bigger plantations now as well. So we're going to do the wheat plantation next. So you have to kind of move out a little bit further from the wall for this one. So now I'm going to put a pillow down onto the plantation, and it's always good to try and go back a little bit further than you would normally go back, so that you can have it in the middle. I think we might just get away with this one. So we're going to go back in and we're going to look at the wheat plantation and we're going to hold control. And as you can see, it fits perfectly on top. If you're to do the bigger ones, however, you can actually mix and match. So you can have the wheat plantation, the tomato plantation, the lettuce plantation, potato plantation, and further on, you can have those together. The berry plantation being smaller than the others, you can't have that with these. So I have a wheat plantation. Now I'm going to make a tomato one on top of that. And then I'm going to put the next plantation on top of that again. So about here for the pillow. And then we're going to put down the lettuce plantation. And as I said, about 3 or 4 high is the maximum you want to do for these. So you don't want to go above 4, and I usually just go for about 3. And it looks perfect. It looks so neat, and it's so much quicker than the old way to do it. But if you want to try and do this sooner than I'm doing it, you just use wooden benches as your plantation holders. And after you put down a wooden bench, you have to try and remove them afterwards. It's very, very annoying, and it's very hard to get them straight too. So I would recommend just doing it with the pillows. That allows you to do it a little bit earlier game, but I definitely would do it the way I've shown you there. And the way you do it with the benches, by the way, is you just have to make sure you put the benches on top of each other immediately. As I said already, it's like such an awkward thing to have to do. And then you put down the berry plantation. Then you have to find the angles so that you can see the plantation, so that you can remove the one that you were already looking at. So the second one, you don't want to remove all of them, and then you put the next plantation in, and it's just so awkward doing that. It's such a pain in the ass. But as I said, if you want to do that early game, that is the old-fashioned way to do it. And so thank you very much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.